Hello chess friends and welcome to the channel. Today, as the first video of 2019, I'd like to show you a game from the Women's Blitz Championship. The game that I'm going to show you is Kateryna Lagno, new Blitz World Champion, versus Ju Wenjun from round 11. So let's review the game together, and let's remember that even if there are some mistakes, it's because it's only a 3 minutes game plus 2 seconds per move. Let's start with the game. Kateryna Lagno with the white pieces opens with d4 and Ju Wenjun answers with e5. Knight to f3, knight to f6, the Petrov defense, knight capture on e5 and d6 threatening the knight. The knight goes back to f3, the black knight captures on e4 and now bishop to d3 attacking the knight. This is not one of the main lines, but still about 800 games in my database. Here the main line is knight to f6, the second most played move is d5, with the pawn that protects the knight, and black plays knight to f6. Castle for white, with the rapid kingside development, bishop to e7, because also black now can't wait too much, because the rook is coming on e1. In fact, rook to e1, castle for black, and bishop to f1, because of course Lagno must relocate this bishop, because here it is blocking the d pawn that is blocking the dark square bishop. If we go back one move, a better solution, a bit more elegant, is to play c3 and then bishop to c2 with the bishop that will sit in a much more active position. Bishop to f1, d5, d4, bishop to d6, and this position looks like a Frenchy change where the dark square bishop should be on d3, and so in this position there isn't any advantage really for white. h3 to control g4, h6 same idea but to control g5, and here c4. D capturing c4, the d pawn is isolated now, but at least white with bishop recapture on c4 wants to gain some activity. Knight to c6, knight to c3, bishop to f5, d5 now, attacking the knight, knight to e7, knight to d4 attacking the bishop, and Ju Wenjun plays bishop to d7, that is a fine move. Better would be to keep the bishop on this long diagonal, and it was better to relocate the bishop on g6 or h7. Because here in this position, the black pieces, even if they are all centralized, but they look a bit restrained. Queen to f3, and black must be careful, because the bishop could capture, and after the pawn recapture the knight is gone. And so Ju Wenjun plays knight to g6, now also the queen is protecting the knight, and so the tactical shot is avoided. In this position, Kateryna Lagno plays knight to e6, and this is a terrible move. It's a mistake. This piece sacrifice should lose the game, because it's true that the pawn can't capture immediately, because if f capture on e6 and d recapture on e6, black must give back the piece playing king to h8 and now e capture on d7, because after d capture, if black moves away the bishop, then the queen is lost. With e7 attacking the queen is a discovery check. But it's also true that even if the pawn can't capture now, after knight to e6, after queen to e7, this is the move to play, that pins the knight. At the next move, the pawn will capture the piece. In fact, there is nothing to do to avoid that. For example, bishop to d2, now the knight is not pinned anymore, the rook is protected twice, but still comes f capture on e6, the rook can't capture, or white will also lose the quality. So d recapture on e6, attacking the bishop, and here the bishop can move away, bishop to c6 also with tempo, attacking the queen, and the pawn can't move forward because it's blocked by the queen, so there isn't any discovery. So after bishop to c6 and queen to d3, of course, the game is lost for white. But Ju Wenjun, after knight to e6, and I want to remember again that this is a 3 minutes game, she plays bishop capture on e6. Now, d capture on e6, knight to e5, it's a fork, attacking the queen and the bishop. At first, e capture on f7, we check. Black doesn't want to capture because doesn't want to lose the rook for the knight, for the pawn and the bishop, and so she plays king to h8. Now queen to e2, it's okay, also protecting the bishop, but rook capture on e5, maybe it's even stronger as played in the game, because now the right square bishop is protecting this advanced pawn, the rook can't move, and the bishop pair will be very strong and can give a lot of problems to black. Now, bishop capture on e5 and bishop to e3. The idea is clear, is to play bishop to c5, attacking the rook that can't move. That's why black should prevent this good idea. She should play b6, controlling c5. In this position, after rook to e1, indirectly attacking the bishop, and queen to d6, protecting the bishop and connecting the rooks. If white wants to be aggressive, because we must remember that white is a quality down, she must play g4, and then she must keep playing precisely, because also her king side is weakened now, and in this position there is only a little advantage for white. But again, after bishop to e3, Ju Wenjun doesn't play b6, she plays c6. Here comes bishop to c5, attacking the rook. Bishop to d6 is a desperate attempt to try to not lose the rook, but rook to d1 pins the bishop, and the bishop is gone. In this position, Ju Wenjun thinks that, and it's true, that it's better to lose the queen for a bishop and the rook than to lose a complete piece. And so she plays bishop capture on c6. Now rook capture queen on d8, rook recapture on d8, and g3. Black plays bishop to d4, and if we go back one move, even with the best move rook to d2, attacking also the pawn on b2 and controlling the second rank, white has a dominant position, and white can start a powerful knight maneuver with knight to e2, rook capture on b2, knight to f4, and at the next jump everything is lost, and black must sacrifice the rook to win at least the pawn. And of course, the game is completely lost. After g3 and bishop to d4, Lagno starts the knight maneuver, knight to e2, now b5, attacking the bishop, bishop to b3, c5 with the idea of c4, of course, knight to f4, c4, knight to g6 we check first, king to h7, the knight capture the rook we check, rook capture on f8, and the bishop moves to c2 we check again, king to h8, now queen to b7, protecting the pawn and attacking the pawn on b5, bishop to c5, queen capture on b5, attacking the bishop, and here Ju Wenjun resigns, because the game is lost, but let's watch together other moves. The bishop is under attack and must move away. Probably bishop to e7 is the move to play. Here comes queen to e5, attacking again the bishop. If rook capture on f7 seems to protect the bishop, but the reality is that queen to e6 wins another piece. So after queen to e5, the bishop must move again. Bishop to d8 is one of the most sensible moves. And now after bishop to g6 that protects the pawn and also control h7, nothing can stop the queen to e8 idea. Let's play knight to d7, attacking the queen. Here comes queen to e8, attacking the knight, and if the rook doesn't capture the queen will capture the knight and then will move again to e8. So rook capture on e8, the pawn capture becomes queen with check, knight to f8, and queen capture on f8 is checkmate. And after bishop to g6, also knight to h7 doesn't work because there is bishop capture on h7, king capture, again queen to e8, and even if the rook moves away, the pawn will promote to queen, and then the rook will capture one of the queen and the other one will capture the rook. So here, rook capture on e8, the pawn will capture, become queen, and it's game over again. So our analysis is over, but I want to end this video with a classic teaching of a famous Italian master that is also popular on YouTube in Italian language, and he always says, if you don't punish a bad move, it becomes a good move. For now, thanks for watching and see you soon.